Hi beautiful people, I'm Nina. I'm a 200-hour certified yoga teacher, and today I'm going to take you guys through my everyday yoga flow that is totally beginner friendly, totally accessible. Feel free to add in what you like, take out what you don't like, and remember that yoga is all about enjoyment. It's all about doing what feels good in your body. It's not a competition with anyone. It's not supposed to be a super strenuous thing. Obviously, there is parts where you have to connect with your breath, etc. But overall, it's supposed to feel good. Ripping, tearing, it's not supposed to be like that. So just be gentle with yourself. Listen to your body. Let your body be your guide. But today we're going to start in a child's pose. So have your mat. If you don't have a mat, you can use a towel. You could use whatever you want to use. Something that can kind of make it so you don't slide around is what's nice. So even if you're on carpet, that will do okay as well. Just make sure it's clean enough to your standards. So we will start in a child's pose, and each knee will be on either side of the mat, and we're just going to lower our hips back so they're resting on top of our body like this. From here, we're going to connect with our Ujjayi breath. Our Ujjayi breath is the breath of fire. This really connects us, and to do this, we're going to breathe in through the nose, letting the air rush through the back of our throat, in filling up our chest, filling up our stomach, and then exhale it out through the nose. In child's pose for format, you want to have your forehead either resting on the mat or a block if you have one, and then let your fingertips reach out all the way towards the front of the mat while simultaneously pushing your hips back on top. Amazing. From here, we're going to do some more Ujjayi breaths, filling up the nose, then letting it fill up the throat, then the chest, then the stomach, then exhale it out through the nose again. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, filling up the chest and the stomach, exhale out through the nose. 1 more. Inhale, filling up the chest and the stomach, exhale out through the nose. Amazing. On your next inhale, you're going to look forward and shift up to tabletop position. In tabletop position, we're going to have a flat back. Our wrists are going to be underneath our shoulders, and our knees are going to be underneath our hips. From here, we're going to start finding some cat-cows. To find a cat-cow, to do the cow part, you're going to let your belly button dip down to your mat and let your eyesight come up. And then to do the opposite motion, we're going to go ahead and push into our hands and bring our gaze so that we're looking at our belly button, and that our back is kind of rounded towards the ceiling. We're going to do that interchangeably 3 times. Go ahead and put some bend in your elbows. Inhale, cat, belly button drops down. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. I always get these wrong, so if I'm saying cat and cow wrong, you can correct me, but I literally don't care. I'm so sorry. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. You know what I'm talking about. You can go ahead and add some neck circles in here. Get yourself ready to go. Amazing. From here, we're going to inhale, plant our left palm into the mat, bring our right hand high into the sky. Go ahead and get some circles up here. We're going to try and virtually stack our shoulders on top of each other here. So go ahead and get some nice movement. Find a nice twist where your chest is opening up to the side of the room. Then we're going to exhale, thread the needle. Right hand comes all the way through to the left side. And then we're going to rest that right cheek onto the mat. You can go ahead and straighten out your left arm for a little bit of a counter stretch here if you'd like. Go ahead and check your hips. See if they're still in line with each other. Amazing. Thread the needle. Go ahead and breathe in through the nose, filling up the chest and the stomach, then exhale out through the nose. 1 more. Inhale in, filling up the chest and the stomach, then exhale out. Go ahead and replant that left hand into the mat. Right hand comes back up. Exhale, tabletop position. Same thing, but on the other side, we're going to plant that right hand into the mat, bring our left hand high in the sky, stacking those shoulders on top of each other. Go ahead and find some circles here. Juicy side stretch. We're going to exhale, thread the needle. Left hand comes all the way through to the right side. Go ahead and place that left cheek onto the mat. If you want to go ahead and extend out your right arm, you can here. Whatever feels comfortable. Breathing in through the nose, and out through the nose. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and plant that right hand back into the mat. Left hand comes up. Exhale, tabletop. Amazing. On our next inhale, we're going to look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Our hips are going to go up, shooting towards the sky. Our heels are going to go down into the mat. And our chest is going to come towards our thighs. Here it's more important to have a straight back than it is to have straight legs. So you can go ahead and bend your knees to get your chest a little bit closer to your thighs. Go ahead and push those hips up. Maybe you want to pedal out your dog, straightening out one leg, then straightening out the other leg. For this, always make sure your head is hanging heavy. Maybe you want to shake it yes, shake it no to make sure it's hanging heavy. But it's really important that it's hanging heavy. That's your first downward dog. Then we're going to inhale, look forward again. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. I'm going to take a little hop. You can also step. Meet me in forward fold. From here, forward fold, we're hinging at the hips, bending over, letting our whole body hang heavy from your head. Wherever your head goes, your body will follow. So let gravity do some of the work here. Then we're going to find a ragdoll position where we're going to grab our right elbow with our left hand, left elbow with our right hand. Go ahead and glue our chest to our thighs, letting that head hang heavy, and shake back and forth, rocking back and forth, opening up your lower back. This is ragdoll position. Amazing. Then we're going to inhale, halfway lift. Go ahead and place your hands so they're right above your knees. Straighten your back and hinge forward so that your weight is on the front tops of your feet. We're going to exhale, go ahead and find our first chaturanga. We're going to step back into a high plank where our wrists are underneath our shoulders. Then we're going to exhale, gluing those elbows into our body. We're going to lower ourselves down, all the way down into the mat slowly. Then we're going to flip our feet so the tops of our feet are facing the mat. And inhale, find upward facing dog. We're going to draw those shoulders back, let the chest come out, and bring our eyesight up. Amazing. From here, we're going to exhale, find downward facing dog. Shooting those hips up into the sky. We're going to let our chest come to our thighs here. Amazing. From here, we're going to go ahead and inhale, 3-legged dog on the right side, raising that right leg high into the sky, toes pointing down at the ground. Then we're going to exhale, low lunge. Right foot comes in between our 2 hands. From here, we're going to inhale, bring our hands all the way up, ground into all 4 corners of that front foot, and find crescent lunge. Go ahead and rotate those pinkies in towards each other. Find a little bit of a back stretch, and relax your shoulders. Let them come away from your ears. From here, we're going to exhale, pivot the back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat, and recommit to this front lunge. Find warrior 2. Tee out your arms and look over that right middle finger. Amazing. Then we're going to inhale, go forward, exhale, extended side angle. In an extended side angle, you can either let your elbow rest right on top of your knee or bring it so it's pushing in to your inner thigh like so. Go ahead and stack those shoulders on top of each other, and if you feel comfortable, look up at your left hand. From here, we're going to inhale, reverse warrior. Taking that top hand, we're going to put it behind our back. Hand that's resting on the knee comes up. Go ahead and recommit to that front lunge and find a nice back stretch in reverse warrior. From here, we're going to exhale, coming back into chaturanga. Come all the way down to your mat, step back into high plank. Lower yourself down onto the ground. Flip your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing. Go ahead and pedal out your dog. Maybe you want to wiggle your hips. Shake out your head. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, 3-legged dog on the left side. Right, left leg goes up, toes point down at the ground. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot comes in between our 2 hands. Amazing. From here, we're going to inhale, crescent lunge. Bring our hands all the way up. Chest comes up with it. Again, ground into all 4 corners of that front foot for some balance. Exhale, pivot that back foot so it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. And warrior 2. Go ahead and tee out those arms. Look over that left middle finger and recommit to that front lunge. Amazing. Check your hips to see if they're in line with each other. Here we're going to inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Amazing. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take that top hand, bring it up. Go ahead and recommit to that front lunge. Find a nice back stretch. Exhale, chaturanga, bringing ourselves all the way down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Amazing. Go ahead and take a little water break. That was your first little warrior flow, or unless you're into yoga. I love to do a warrior flow because it's super basic. You can track your progress as time goes on to see how the poses are sitting in your body more. And it's really easy to remember. And it gets your heart rate up. You can do it multiple times. You can add in a lot of variations, but a dynamic warrior flow is such a good staple to have under your belt if you're wanting to get into yoga. Amazing. From here, we're going to go back into a downward dog, and we're going to do some hip stretches. So a lot of trauma and a lot of anxiety and stress is held in your hips. So loosening them up is also going to have significant benefits when it comes to your mental health. So I really like to focus on hips and back when I focus on like the two muscle groups that I really want to focus in on after I've warmed up. So this was kind of our warm up. This will kind of be the focus in. I personally am very into like using yoga for mental health, using yoga for practical purposes. So that's why I focus on the hips and the back, which is where we store a lot of our stress, a lot of our trauma, a lot of our daily aches and pains come from. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with hips. So we're going to go back into a downward facing dog, bring our feet together, inhale, three-legged dog on the right side, bring that right leg up, exhale, low lunge. From here, we're going to take our two hands, put them so they're on the inside of our hand, and then heel toe our foot out so it's at the outer edge of the mat. Amazing. You can either keep your back knee up or you can lower it down here. I'm going to lower it down. From here, you can either find a nice stretch here. If this is already stretching you good, feel free to stay here. If you have a block too, you could also rest your hands on a block. You can also come all the way down to your shoulders here, not your shoulders, your elbows, and go ahead and let your head hang heavy and find a nice deeper stretch here. Maybe you want to push out on your right knee with your right hand. Go ahead and do that. Look over your shoulder if you want to. Maybe you want to stay down here. Either way, we're going to do it for 3 deep breaths. So we're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. 1 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and plant your hands on the mat so that you can get up comfortably. Flip your toe and then push yourself back up into a 3-legged dog. Amazing. From here, we're going to exhale, come back into downward dog. Same thing on the other side. Inhaling that left leg high in the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot comes in between our 2 hands. From here, you're going to take your 2 hands, put them on the inside of your foot, and heel toe your foot out to the outer edge of the mat. You can either keep your leg up or you can lower it down here, whatever feels more comfortable. Again, if you want to stay up on your hands, stay up on them. If you want a deeper stretch, go down to your elbows and let your head hang heavy. You can also come up, rest on your right hand, and push out on your left knee with your left hand looking over that left shoulder. Whatever feels more comfortable to you is whatever you want to do. Either way, we're staying here for 3 deep breaths. So I'm going to go back down here and count the 3 deep breaths. We're going to inhale in for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. 1 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and place your hands where they would go and then push yourself back up. Amazing. Exhale, downward facing dog again. All right, for our second hip stretch, we're going to inhale, 3-legged dog on the right side. Right foot comes up. Exhale, half pigeon. We're going to bring this right knee to our right elbow, right ankle to our left wrist. Sorry, I got a little confusing there, but it's a half pigeon. So basically, the intention is to have your shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. That's not actually going to happen with your body. I mean, maybe it will, and that's great, but that's the intention. It's obviously going to be a little bit more slanted, whatever. From here, to set ourselves up for success, we're going to take our 2 hands, put them on either side of our hips, and bring our chest back, kind of in like an upward dog formation. Then we're going to inhale, bring our hands all the way up. Exhale, sleep the pigeon. Amazing. If you have a block here, go ahead and place your forehead on a block. I forgot my block. If you don't have a block, go ahead and or if you just don't need a block, you can also have your elbows resting on the mat. You can bring your forehead all the way down to the mat and extend your hands, whatever you want. From here, we're gonna do 3 deep breaths as well. So we're gonna inhale in for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. One more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. I lied. One more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. From here, go ahead and push yourself back up onto your hand. Put them in a good formation to push yourself up, and push yourself up back into a right-legged, 3-legged dog. Amazing. From here, we're gonna pedal out our dog in downward dog. On our next inhale, left foot comes up into the sky, toes pointing down at the ground. Exhale, go ahead and place that left foot in its half pigeon formation. When you got into a comfortable kind of position, bring your 2 hands so they're on either edge of your hips. Bring your hands up. Exhale, sleep your pigeon. You can either let your forehead rest on the mat, rest on your elbows, let your hands go out in front of you, extended, whatever feels more comfortable in your body, but we're gonna stay here for 3 deep breaths. I will lead them. Inhale in, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. One more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. From here, we're gonna go ahead, come back up. Put your hands in a good formation to push yourself up, and then flip your toe, push yourself up. Exhale, downward dog. Now we're gonna go ahead and kneel on our mat, come somewhere in the center of the mat, and we're gonna do a little bit of starting our back stretch section is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna take our 2 hands, go ahead and stand up on your knees, bring your 2 hands so they're right above your butt, your fingers are pointing down at the ground, and your base of your hands are kind of right above your butt. Then we're gonna basically roll our shoulders back, push our heart out, and start slowly pushing on our hips while also bringing our back into back bend. Amazing. If that feels comfortable, you can also bring your hands all the way down to your ankles for a deeper stretch. This is camel. You can also kind of play around. This is how I got a lot of flexibility in my back. Obviously, don't try this unless you're a little bit like feeling comfortable with it, but you can't sue me from a YouTube video, so do what you will. Be safe with your body, though, I will say. All right, that's camel. Camel can be a little bit dizzying, so I would recommend coming into a little bit of a child's pose right after to kind of reconnect with your breath. Maybe you want to take 3 deep breaths on your own. Inhaling, exhaling. Amazing. From here, we're going to go ahead and flip on our back and lie down. You're going to be lying down for the rest of class, so feel free to literally relax. You've done the hard part. We're going to go ahead and push our hips up while our knees are bent and our ankles are right underneath our knees. Then we're going to shimmy so that our shoulders are underneath our body and push our hips up even more, interlacing our fingers behind our back. Amazing. Go ahead and push your hips up more. Good. Exhale, let it go. From here, we're going to do a little supine twist. We're going to grab our right foot, bring it into our body, and then we're going to exhale, twist it over to the left side. Maybe you get a good crack here, maybe you don't, whatever works. Go ahead and hold on to your right knee with your left hand for a while. And inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, let it go. Same thing on the other side. Left knee comes into the chest. Exhale, bring it over our body, extending that hand out. Amazing. From here, we're going to bring our feet right out in front of us. We're going to take our feet, put us into happy baby here. Go ahead and grab onto your feet, whether it's from the inside, the outside, your legs, wherever you want to grab from is whatever works. And then you're just going to go ahead and rock back and forth on your lower back, creating some good movement. Amazing. We're going to inhale, put ourselves into a ball pose, then exhale, let it go into Savasana. Don't skip Savasana, it's the best part of yoga. I'm going to go ahead and do Savasana. It's basically just a meditation. You lie into this corpse pose and you just relax. I think I'm going to do it for like 2 minutes. We'll see how long I actually do it. Do it with me. Find silence. Lie onto the mat and enjoy some silence. Then when you're ready, slowly start adding some movement back into your body, rolling out your ankles, your wrists. And go ahead and lie on your left side, letting your left arm come over to support you in fetal position. Push yourselves up into a seat. Thank you for coming on this journey of yoga today with me. I feel a lot better after this little everyday yoga routine. I hope you feel better. I hope you add in either the whole thing to your routine, maybe parts of it to your routine, whatever feels good in your body. But namaste. Thank you for being here with me. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. I love you guys. Subscribe to my channel for more YouTube videos. We'll see what I make next. Bye.